Sinners in the hands of an angry God. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 35. Their foot shall slide in due time. In this verse is threatened the vengeance of God on the wicked, unbelieving Israelites that were God's visible people and lived under means of grace, and that notwithstanding all God's wonderful works that he had wrought towards that people, yet remained, as expressed in verse 28, void of counsel, having no understanding in them, and that, under all the cultivations of heaven, brought forth bitter and poisonous fruit, as in the two verses next preceding the text. The expression that I have chosen for my text, their foot shall slide in due time, seems to imply the following things relating to the punishment and destruction that these wicked Israelites were exposed to. 1. That they were always exposed to destruction, as one that stands or walks in slippery places is always exposed to fall. This is implied in the manner of their destructions coming upon them, being represented by their foot's sliding. The same is expressed in Psalm 73, verse 18. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places, thou castest them down into destruction. 2. It implies that they were always exposed to sudden, unexpected destruction, as he that walks in slippery places is every moment liable to fall. He can't foresee one moment whether he shall stand or fall the next. And when he does fall, he falls at once, without warning, which is also expressed in that Psalm 73, verses 18 and 19. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places, thou castest them down into destruction. How are they brought into desolation? As in a moment. 3. Another thing implied is that they are liable to fall of themselves, without being thrown down by the hand of another, as he that stands or walks on slippery ground needs nothing but his own weight to throw him down. 4. That the reason why they are not fallen already and don't fall now is only that God's appointed time is not come. For it is said that when that due time or appointed time comes, their foot shall slide. Then they shall be left to fall as they are inclined by their own weight. God won't hold them up in these slippery places any longer, but will let them go, and then at that very instant they shall fall to destruction. As he that stands in such slippery declining ground on the edge of a pit that he can't stand alone, when he is let go, he immediately falls and is lost. The observation from the words that I would now insist upon is this: there is nothing that keeps wicked men at any one moment out of hell but the mere pleasure of God. By the mere pleasure of God, I mean his sovereign pleasure, his arbitrary will, restrained by no obligation, hindered by no manner of difficulty, any more than if nothing else but God's mere will had, in the least degree, or in any respect whatsoever, any hand in the preservation of wicked men one moment. The truth of this observation may appear by the following considerations. 1. There is no want of power in God to cast wicked men into hell at any moment. Men's hands can't be strong when God rises up. The strongest have no power to resist him, nor can any deliver out of his hands. He is not only able to cast wicked men into hell, but he can most easily do it. Sometimes an earthly prince meets with a great deal of difficulty to subdue a rebel that has found means to fortify himself, and has made himself strong by the number of his followers. But it is not so with God. There is no fortress that is any defense against the power of God,